Welcome to the Sports Card Talk Show. Sports Card Talk Show with Kevin Anderson and Lauren Walker, the SkoL Brothers.
All right, welcome to episode 187 of the Sports Card Talk Show. How's it going tonight, Lauren?
I'm doing good, dude.
Good. He's got his phone lined up, ready to snipe cards. So if you see him looking down, he's sniping cards as we're shooting.
Maybe we'll have the video done before then. We'll see.
Maybe. So, man, we just got back just a few days ago. Man, well, a few days. Yeah.
I think I created a new saying, and that's I was emotionally hungover afterwards.
Right. Yeah, it was a great time at National. Obviously, we're talking about. We're not going to do a super big video about it because we didn't really go down there with that thought in mind. But we'll touch base on it and share a few pictures. I think we'll do that, right? Yeah. So on today's episode, we're going to have a little bit of national highlights, a little bit of talk on it. Football's coming, man.
Yeah,
right around the corner. I'm super jacked. Fantasy football's really starting to come into our focus, and I just thought we'd share some of the leagues that we're in and what we're doing, and we kind of want to hear what everybody else, is there a long-lasting league you're in? Do you jump into best ball? What are you guys doing?
Yeah. I mean, we're in 4 or 5 leagues between the two of us.
Yeah. When we go over it, we'll kind of touch base, and then our buddy Mike over at Smith Island Breaks reached out to me and said, "Hey, I'm sending something to you guys," and it showed up, so we thought we better open that too. Yeah. So we'll open that at the end. Super excited about that, and so that's going to about do it for the episode. That's what we're going to really talk about. Obviously, if you found us here, we're on YouTube under the Sports Card Talk Show, on Instagram under the Sports Card Talk Show. That's the bulk of our other stuff. We are on Twitter at SCTS_SkoL Bros. Hit and miss on there.
Yeah.
Mostly I go over there and like stuff and chat with people. But as far as posting,
I've never been on there. So.
Right. All right, so I'm just going to share a few pictures, and I'll just put them up on the screen. First one was on our way down there. We picked up James Big Red Colleen on the way, and we had to make a Target stop. So here's a picture of him and I doing a little Target run. Came up empty-handed. Just a few pictures of the Airbnb here. We'll just kind of share those pics. It was a great place, I think.
Oh, it was amazing. It was really cool. I don't know what it would have been like to stay closer to in a hotel. I'm guessing it would have been a heck of a lot more expensive. But it was like we were living with these guys that I consider brothers. So
yeah. For the price we paid per person.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good deal. So this picture we snapped when we got there. It's Lauren and I, Burke Knowledge, James, Ant, and we ran into Football Card Ollie.
Yeah.
So that was awesome. It's so fun to run into people that we know via social and all that stuff. So
it's funny too because we've never actually physically met these people before, but it feels like you have.
And for sure.
Yeah, it just is like it's like you're seeing them again when you've never seen them before, and it's that the hobby is just so cool as far as being able to develop the relationships and friendships that we have made.
First night we everybody brought a little something to rip, and we ripped more in that night than I probably ripped all year. So I got a picture of the box here. It was a lot of fun. Everybody hit stuff. I just have pictures of some of the stuff that I hit, so I just thought I'd put this up. Hit a Jamar Chase auto and open some basketball with Nico and hit a few cool cards. So just show those off on a quick little thing here. So we also didn't do a lot of pictures when we were there, which I'm kind of disappointed in. But that's kind of what we decided. We're not going to have the phones out. We're not going to be videoing. We're not going to be, doing a lot of that. We made that decision early on.
I have anxiety about losing stuff. So my phone and my wallet were in my cargo short pockets, and I'm constantly feeling them to make sure they're down there.
Right.
And I only took them out when I needed to. And And I really wish, we ran into a lot of people, and it's like, and I'm not a selfie guy either. I just don't take selfies, but I really wish I would have. But the memories will always be up here.
Right. We do have a couple. This one is Lauren and I, and we had Eddie with Spurs Cards 21, Rycon, or as some of the guys like to say, Recon. Yeah. So that was a lot of fun. And then we had Blake from Destin and Blake join us. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. And Burke Knowledge, of course. Did I say? I'm not sure if I said him.
You might have.
Yeah. Ended up running into Card Killer, so got a picture with him. I think you ended up running into him.
I ran into him later, yeah.
Yeah.
He was maskless when I ran into him.
Right. And then I got a picture with Card Killer, Optimus Volts, and Donnie B. That was a lot of fun, just running into all these guys,
Yeah.
Actually, Optimus Volts is going to come on the show in the near future here. Just got to set that up. Ran into Haas in the autograph line, which is no surprise.
Did you just run into him, or you weren't?
No, we went back there looking for him. And,
okay.
And ended up chatting with him for a few.
I did run into him once in the lobby. I think it was in the lobby.
Mm-hmm.
And it was cool to run into him.
Yeah. And then dinner with all the guys, Hudaville, Nico, Big Red, B-Pats, Burke, Jose. You and Ant are way down at the back.
Yeah.
Just kind of chilling in Burke Knowledge, of course.
Yeah, we had no idea there was a picture being taken. So I don't know if I'm shoving food in my face at the time or we're just chatting.
I think you guys were chatting.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun. Last night at Rippin', we all went in on some boxes, and I bought more hobby boxes than I've ever bought in my whole life that night.
Mm-hmm.
Not me personally, but we all went in on them. But yeah, and then just a blast. And then there's our last night photo. Again, we have Red, Ant, you, Nico, Burke, me, Hudaville, the Buff Man, B-Pats, and Jose. So
when we were cruising around town back and forth to the convention center, Nico and Ant and I we're the skinny guys, so we got we were stuck in the back of the bus, and so in that picture we got to sit. We all got to sit on the couch. So
right,
reverse.
Yeah. It was a blast. We got the guys from Silver Sport coming on next week, and we're going to touch base a little bit more on the one takeaway, I guess. So we're going to leave that because I think if we talk too much about it, that's going to come out.
Mm-hmm.
But just the experience of being there and seeing friends, and I don't know that I looked in a case. I might have perused a couple of dollar boxes when you guys were there, and I just said, I'm not doing this. I'm going. I'm walking around looking for people. And
I walked around, but I felt like I was walking around aimlessly. And sometimes I'd find a good spot at a bargain bin, and I'd slide in, and then you didn't want to give up the spot. And there's so many cards to look at that
I was overwhelmed. I mean,
yeah,
really, that's so many cards.
I don't even know that the one where you came over and I was digging through cards, I don't know if I even touched a fraction of it, and I was there for forever. It seemed like at least an hour or two.
Yeah. So
and I'm posting cards that I've pulled in my bargain bins over on Instagram.
Yeah,
I've been going heavy on it since I got back, and
so many great cards too.
Yeah, and all are super cheap cards, and some of them are super cheap cards because they're not that expensive anyways. But you're picking up cards that I buy cards that I like. That's what I do.
Yeah, totally. I have one card that I'm going to save to show on the next episode because it fits in nicely. Other than that, we just had a blast. So much fun chatting with people, and did get a new shirt made for the National. Yeah, we had a couple of them. Got the camera set up a little weird though, so don't really see it. But yeah. So that's going to transition us to fantasy football, I think, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to try and gloss over everything, but everybody's doing videos, and the National is the National. And
yeah, I don't know how deep you want to get into it, but I say it was everything I expected and more. I mean, it's just,
yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, it's it's unbelievable how many people we actually ran into, because there had to been, someone said they think there's 20,000 people walking around that building at like the last day or something, 20 plus or something. And you're bumping into people, Yeah. I ran into more people in that Rex, the convention center in Chicago that I knew than I probably know in town. I mean,
that is funny. And I will say the last day we were scrambling to find a few things, and there's aisles I never made it through. We were at the show 3 days. No. I didn't even go down some of those aisles. So yeah,
I pretty much I took the path of least resistance walking through there. So if I ran into there's just a herd of people in front of me, I'd veer into a different lane. And so I'm guessing I might have passed they might have been just busy spots all the time, and I just never walked through there. I don't know.
Yeah. So, with that being said, football is right around the corner. Like I was mentioning earlier, and I've done more mocks this year than I've done ever.
I have not done any mocks, but I'm checking into the Dynasty League we joined up. I mean, that's
let's start with that one. Let's start with that'll be the first. We share a team in that one, but I don't really jump in very often.
I know, but I think between me and, I think we both know a heck of a lot more about fantasy football, or at least the rookie class, than we did back when we were just doing redraft leagues.
They're definitely more on the radar for sure.
Yeah.
The Dynasty League is fun. And one of the things that you'll see throughout here is we try a couple different leagues, which I'm sure everyone does, but this is just what we do. And like I said, we're kind of curious what everyone else does too,
Yeah.
Not that you have to give the complete breakdown, but hey, I play in PPR. Oh, I only do standard.
Yeah.
How many leagues do you play in?
We commissioned 2 leagues, and one of them is just the OG league that we've been playing in for close to 20 years.
Yeah.
A tiny break in there, but that was just a standard snake draft.
Full point PPR,
yeah. And we kicked that one back, and we turned that one into an Empire League. So we continued that one on, but we both really wanted to do auction. So we started an auction league, and I love the auction format more than the snake draft league, because
have a shot at everybody.
You got a shot at everybody, and it's just a different way to strategize your draft.
Yeah.
I remember last year. I mean, everybody had like a few players, and everybody's like, "Hey, Lauren, you can't keep all your money. Don't translate to the season. You better start drafting people." But and I felt like I did build a really good team, but it didn't Like, I scored a lot of points, but I didn't. My team, was.
I'm just gonna go back to that Empire League thing, because I think that's kind of a cool thing that we added. Basically, a portion of the proceeds goes into a separate pot. And first team to 3 titles wins that entire pot.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, this would be going on our 5th year doing
of the Empire
League. Is it 4th or?
I think we're.
Well, whatever it is,
I think we're all like 6 or 7, aren't we?
I don't think we're quite that far. It's all separate titles.
Mm-hmm.
You,
Rep 1-1,
Alex,
Ethan,
Jason.
No,
Ethan didn't win one.
Huh?
Ethan didn't win one.
Ethan still doesn't have one in the Empire.
He has one, but not in the
Empire.
Yeah. Fred,
Todd.
So 4. So this is our 5th year. So it adds up, and it's not 3 in a row, just 3 consecutive, 3 total.
Total, yeah.
Yeah. And then the auction league, we made half point PPR just to do something a little bit different. And in our original league, we do have 1 keeper, which, it's okay. I'm kind of the all or nothing. Like, I like doing just Dynasty, and I'd rather just do a complete.
I'm okay with the one. I loved it when we had 2 keepers, and now that we've gone down to 1, I'm like, I think if we put it to a vote, I wouldn't care if we kept it in.
Right.
I really hate the other league that we're in, that we've been in this will be our 3rd season in a row. And people they're allowed to keep the same keeper year after year. So like, if you get one of the running back ones, you just get to keep them. And that really kind of grinds my gears.
The Dynasty League is a lot of fun, though. Like you said, you and I communicate more than I'm in there. I don't really go into the chat like you do, but you and I communicate. I like to bust you a little bit on stuff, all in fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've made some moves that you like to ride me about.
Right. But we had a solid team now.
Yeah.
The other one that I play in a separate league by myself, which is it's called FTP, and it's F the Packers league. Yeah. It's a 32-team super league, so 2 conferences of 16 divisions, just like the NFL. The season's set up like the NFL, so when they start crossing into
inter conference.
Yeah. So you might end up having a couple of the same players, but it really doesn't affect too much. Been doing it for a long time.
What I hate about the league I've been offered a spot in that league. I'm like, so long as they play in the championship game, the final week
thing that I don't like.
The final week of the season, I'm no interest in it because
I think I played it. I want to say I played for it twice.
You played for the championship twice?
Yeah.
I know the one year you just got screwed by your team because everybody was.
And I can't remember. Maybe I didn't play last. I can't remember. I know I played for it one time, but the guy in the other conference just kept on matching my moves.
Yep.
And he had one player that went off, and I didn't. He had Juju go off when he had like 60 points. Otherwise, I think I would have beat him that week. So yeah, that's all the fantasy that we play in, and I don't think we can handle anymore. Last year we played in a Instagram league, which was a lot of fun. I love all those guys, but 5 is my max. I can't do anymore.
No,
and I don't. I mean, I'd really like to get down to 1.
You get hold of me and talk about questionable sits and starts, and we kind of mill them over. But I was not at all really too involved in that league. That was a 10-team league too, which made the free agent pool seem pretty deep. Guess is a word.
Well, way deeper than what we're used to, which I'm sure most of those guys play in 12 teams. So, you could put a bench team together that could compete, Yeah. Can this team beat Curly's team?
Yeah.
So, anything else really about fantasy other than we're just getting ramped up and we're going to have to set leagues up? Like I said, we co-commish a couple of them. And
I'm super excited about the Vikings this year. It's really hard not to want I try to not take Vikings on my fantasy football teams.
Right.
But it's going to be hard. If you try to avoid them this year, you might be letting some good guys go. I'm super excited about the Vikings this year.
Yeah, I'm trying to be cautiously optimistic.
Yeah. High aspirations and low expectations.
Because we do drink the Kool-Aid, the purple Kool-Aid.
I have high expectations though this year too. I really do.
Me too. So why don't you pull that box up from Mike? The address is on this side. So, just a what in the world type of box here.
This is from Smith Island.
Yeah, Smith Island Brakes, Mike. Yeah. So I pre-cut it just so we could, to make it a little bit easier because it was taped really well. I don't even know what to say because it surprise Smith Island. Let's go. He's got some words on here. SCTS. Enjoy. SCTS is us, obviously. Sports car talk show. We're gonna have some packing peanuts dropping everywhere.
Fun. My cat loves those.
Well, I think I'm just gonna let's do this. I'm gonna do this, and if we have packing peanuts go, we have them go. If you want to pull, try and get. And there's a whole bunch of bubble wrap that you can try and grab from. Oh boy. What in the world did he do? Oh man. Dude. What in the world?
Yeah.
I think you got the knife somewhere, don't you? Well, this isn't a very good one, but
Oh yeah, I packed that and I haven't unpacked it.
let's be careful with it. Oh my goodness, dude! What in the world?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! What in the heck, dude?
No.
Seriously, what in the world?
Mike is
What are you doing here, buddy?
definitely one of the most generous.
Oh my god! Oh my!
Oh wow.
Oh. I
That
don't
is
even
awesome.
know. Oh my gosh, dude! Can you see that? I feel like I'm going around.
There you go.
There we go. Oh my gosh!
Hall of Famer Johnny Randall.
Holy crap!
That's a cool looking
That
helmet,
is
man.
awesome. Oh, I mean, what do you even say?
No, I know.
I mean, thanks is nowhere near enough. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Mike.
I'm not even sure what to say, man. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
You got to do something here, man.
Yeah, we're gonna need bigger shelves.
Yeah. Wow.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say, man. That is nuts.
Thanks so much, Mike.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's you said he sent us a big box, and it's like that. You're like, no, he didn't. Yeah, I did.
Thanks isn't nearly enough, but I don't know what else to say. I mean, holy man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
That's so cool, dude.
yeah,
So
I'm at a loss
cool.
of words. It's awesome.
It'd be cool if they actually wore helmets that look like this sometimes, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's such a cool looking helmet too.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, we got to get on the new shelf. All right. Well, I think next week there's possibly a 10 on Tuesday coming.
yeah. Yep,
Yeah.
I will have a 10 on Tuesday coming.
Yeah. And then next week we got the guys from Silver Sport coming on.
Yeah, that'll be
So,
a lot of
what
fun.
do you say? What do you know?
Yeah.
Looking forward to talking to those guys again.
Crashed into those guys a couple times at the Nationals.
Yeah. So looking forward to chatting with them. Mike, I mean, thanks
Mike.
is nowhere near enough.
Yeah, no.
I mean, it's much appreciated, and we will get this up as soon as we can.
Smith Island on YouTube, on
Smith Island
Instagram.
Breaks, yeah.
On Instagram and
YouTube. Smith Island Breaks on YouTube.
Is he on Facebook? Is that his name on
and
Facebook?
Twitter.
Too?
We're not on Facebook. We gotta get on Facebook.
Yeah,
we really do. We'll have little just pictures up that show at least those two, and I'll try and find the one on Twitter too because I know he's over there. He does helmet breaks, jersey breaks. I mean, I kind of had it in my mind what I was going to say, but this kind of blew me away. So yeah, stay tuned, man. We got more stuff coming. We're excited, and we look forward to bringing more stuff.
SkoL Brothers out.